Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the dark and chilling topic of the most painful deaths you can experience in space. Space is already a dangerous place, a cosmic shooting gallery of asteroids, radiation, and extreme temperatures. But today, we're going beyond the obvious, exploring the agonizing ways your demise could play out beyond the safety of our pale blue dot. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through the cosmos. So, if you've ever dreamt of venturing beyond Earth, consider this your cosmic reality check. Imagine this. You're an astronaut, adrift from your spacecraft, your lifeline severed. The first thing you'd notice is the silence. Sound, as we know it, requires a medium to travel, and in the vacuum of space, there's none. Without the pressure of Earth's atmosphere, the fluids in your body would begin to vaporize. The nitrogen dissolved in your blood would form bubbles, causing excruciating pain, much like the bends experienced by deep-sea divers. Your skin would swell, your eyes would bulge, and if you held your breath, your lungs could rupture. Hypoxia, the deprivation of oxygen, would set in quickly. You'd lose consciousness within 15 seconds, but your body would continue to fight for survival. The vacuum of space is unforgiving. It's a slow, agonizing death, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. We've all heard of the bends, a painful condition that can afflict divers who surface too quickly. But in the unforgiving vacuum of space, decompression sickness takes on a whole new level of terror. Imagine this. You're inside your spacecraft, a sudden breach occurs, and the air inside begins to rush out, carrying you along with it. As the pressure plummets, the nitrogen dissolved in your blood forms bubbles, much like the fizz that erupts from a shaken soda. These bubbles, too large to be filtered by your body, wreak havoc on your system. They block blood flow, causing excruciating pain in your joints, muscles, and even your brain. Imagine the feeling of 1,000 needles pricking you from the inside out, your joints screaming in agony as the bubbles expand and contract. Decompression sickness in space is a terrifying experience, a relentless assault on your body from within. Here on Earth, we're shielded from the most harmful cosmic radiation by our planet's magnetic field and atmosphere. But in space, it's a different story. Out there, you're exposed to a constant barrage of high-energy particles, a cosmic shotgun blast that can tear through your cells and wreak havoc on your DNA. The first signs of radiation poisoning might be subtle: nausea, vomiting, fatigue. But as the damage mounts, the symptoms become more severe. Your hair falls out, your skin blisters and peels, and you experience intense abdominal pain and bloody diarrhea. It's a cruel, drawn-out death, a testament to the destructive power of the cosmos. We often think of space as an empty void, but it's actually a cosmic junkyard, littered with millions of pieces of debris from old satellites, rocket parts, and even flecks of paint. And while most of this debris is tiny, even a small object can become a lethal projectile when it's traveling at thousands of miles per hour. Now imagine this. You're on a spacewalk, enjoying the view, when suddenly, a tiny speck of metal, no bigger than a grain of sand, slams into your suit. The impact at such incredible speed would be catastrophic. It would be like being shot point blank, the debris punching through your suit and your body with ease. The decompression would be instant and explosive, your blood boiling and freezing simultaneously as it's exposed to the vacuum. Space debris is a constant threat, a reminder that even the tiniest objects can become deadly weapons in the vastness of space. Here on Earth, we experience a relatively narrow range of temperatures thanks to our atmosphere's ability to regulate heat. But in space, there's no such buffer. In direct sunlight, temperatures can soar to a scorching 250 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to bake cookies on your dashboard. But step into the shade, and the mercury plummets to a frigid minus 250 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to freeze your blood in an instant. Your side facing the sun would feel like it's being roasted alive, your skin blistering and charring under the intense heat. Meanwhile, your shaded side would experience the excruciating burn of frostbite, your tissues freezing and crystallizing as the cold seeps into your bones. It's a stark reminder that space is an unforgiving environment, one where even the most basic elements can become deadly. We take breathing for granted, this simple act of inhaling life-giving oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide, but in space, air is a precious commodity, one that can vanish in an instant. Imagine this. You're on a spacewalk, your oxygen supply dwindling faster than expected. As the minutes tick by, you feel a growing sense of panic. Your breath becomes shallow, your chest tightens, and your body screams for oxygen. But there's none to be found. Your vision begins to tunnel, your thoughts grow hazy, and your body goes into survival mode. The lack of oxygen, known as hypoxia, sets in, slowly shutting down your body. Death by suffocation in space is a terrifying prospect, a slow and agonizing end that leaves you gasping for breath in a silent, uncaring void. Imagine this. You're millions of miles from Earth, hurtling through the void in your spacecraft, a tiny metal island in a vast cosmic sea. Suddenly alarms blare, red lights flash, and your heart leaps into your throat. Your spacecraft, your lifeline to Earth, is malfunctioning. The situation is dire. Your oxygen supply is dwindling, your communication systems are down, and you're drifting further and further from any hope of rescue. The cold, uncaring vacuum of space presses in on all sides, a constant reminder of your isolation and vulnerability. Days turn into nights, and still you drift, your hope dwindling with each passing hour. You ration your remaining food and water, stretching your dwindling supplies as far as they'll go. But deep down, you know it's only a matter of time. Your spacecraft, once a symbol of human ingenuity and exploration, has become your tomb, a metal coffin slowly carrying you towards an inevitable and agonizing death. Here on Earth, gravity is our constant companion, a force that shapes our bodies and keeps our bones and muscles strong. But in the weightlessness of space, our bodies begin to deteriorate. Without the constant pull of gravity, our muscles atrophy, our bones weaken, and our bodies slowly begin to betray us. Imagine this. You're on a long-duration space mission, months or even years from Earth. At first, the feeling of weightlessness is exhilarating, a welcome break from the constant pull of gravity. But over time, you begin to notice the insidious effects of zero-G. Your muscles, no longer needed to support your weight, begin to waste away. You lose strength, your endurance plummets, and even simple tasks like brushing your teeth or getting dressed become difficult. Your bones, no longer subjected to the stress of gravity, become brittle and weak. Death from muscle atrophy and bone loss in space is a slow, insidious process, a gradual weakening of the body that can leave you vulnerable to a host of other health problems. Space is often described as the final frontier, a vast and unexplored realm that beckons us to explore its mysteries. But the journey to the stars is as much a psychological challenge as it is a physical one. Imagine this. You're millions of miles from Earth, confined to the cramped quarters of your spacecraft, the endless void of space stretching out beyond your porthole. The silence is deafening, broken only by the hum of your life support systems and the occasional crackle of static from your comms. You're surrounded by your crewmates, but a profound sense of loneliness washes over you. Days turn into nights, and the monotony of life in space begins to wear on you. You follow the same routine day after day, performing the same tasks, eating the same food, staring out at the same unchanging view. The lack of sensory stimulation, the absence of the natural world, the constant awareness of your confinement, it all takes its toll on your psyche. The psychological toll of prolonged space travel is a very real threat, one that can manifest in a variety of ways, from depression and anxiety to psychosis and suicidal thoughts. In the cold vacuum of space, fire takes on a terrifying new dimension. With no atmosphere to feed the flames, a fire in space behaves differently, burning hotter, faster, and with a deadlier intensity. Imagine this, you're aboard your spacecraft, going through your daily routine when the unthinkable happens. A stray spark, an electrical malfunction, a simple accident, and suddenly, fire erupts, engulfing your world in a raging inferno. The flames, starved of oxygen, burn with a strange, almost silent intensity, their eerie glow illuminating the panicked faces of your crewmates. The smoke, thick and acrid, fills the cabin, choking the air from your lungs and making it impossible to see. Death in a spacecraft fire is a terrifying prospect, a suffocating, burning hell that offers no escape. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content about space and beyond. Space exploration is undoubtedly humanity's greatest adventure, a testament to our insatiable curiosity and our desire to push the boundaries of what's possible. But as we've seen today, it's also a journey fraught with danger, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the unforgiving nature of the cosmos. Stay curious and we'll see you in the next video.